All right. Is this a good spot? Is this where you were? I crashed my dirt bike so many times, thousands of times, and always was able to get back up. You do sort of see your life flash before your eyes, and I knew right away I was paralyzed in some form or fashion. I didn't know I'd broke my neck until I got to the hospital, and the doctor walked in and he goes, "You've got a severe neck injury and you've bruised your spinal cord." I was able to see my wife as I was going into surgery, my neck surgery, which is an 8 or 9 hour surgery. I remember telling her, "Don't worry, babe, everything's gonna be fine. They're gonna fix me up." And that was my mentality going in the whole time, was everything that's been broken before I've been able to fix, so why would this be any different? I mean, it feels like a dream, right? You wake up and you're on a lot of drugs, and you sort of realize what's happened, what's going on, and I immediately started crying, right? It was just that realization, you know, that you weren't dreaming, that really did happen. I think everyone has an idea of what a spinal cord injury is, but you really have no idea until it happens to you. But initially, everyone's reaction is, well, I'm going to walk again. I'm going to go back to living life exactly the way I was before. There's no such thing as change. And everyone in their own time comes to a realization that things are never going to be the same again. And it made us stronger, my wife and I. It definitely tore us apart a little bit. I went through a very dark time, and more than a year out after my injury, you know, maybe going on a couple years, we sat down and we made a list of all the things I needed to accomplish, right? Being able to get myself in and out of bed, being able to go to the restroom on my own, being able to get dressed on my own. All these little things you couldn't imagine. And I remember writing the list, and it was the scariest fucking list I'd ever seen. It was a list of just all these things I didn't think were possible, and I wasn't sure if they were going to be feasible for me ever. And it's been a beautiful process. You may look at me and think, how could you ever be happy again? But I'm the happiest I've ever been. And I'm grateful for my experience and grateful that I was challenged. I think life had been probably a little too easy for me. And many people could agree that this modern day, it's very easy to just sort of, you know, wander through life recklessly and not have to ever really try too hard or challenge yourself. And so I needed something that was going to tear me down and force me to rebuild myself. And I'll be forever grateful for that process. And you know, now me and my wife are the happiest we've ever been. We're, you know, building a new home right now, and I've got a baby boy coming in a couple months, and it's just bringing me tears of joy just telling you. So it's a beautiful thing. It's been a beautiful process, and it's made me who I am, for sure. I had no idea about Wings for Life. I mean, a little bit. I'd seen them on the jerseys with, you know, Red Bull athletes and stuff. And it was another father-son who was in a motocross accident, and they started this organization to find a cure for spinal cord injury. And we've got this event coming up called the World Run, where everybody runs together at the same time all over the world to raise money for spinal cord injury research. It's been a perfect pairing for me. I'm able to, you know, have a purpose when I go in for my exercises. It gives my walking meaning, my exercise meaning, and through that we want to motivate others and promote awareness about spinal cord research and how crucial it is that we need private funding, because there's no money in curing spinal cord injury. The big pharmaceutical companies aren't going to make any money off curing a spinal cord injury. It has to be privately funded. There are so many things, and we are so close to figuring this out. And it's just a very exciting time to be alive. It's a very exciting time for technology and medicine in the future. And I can guarantee you that spinal cord injury will be cured in my lifetime. As a future father, I have no fear that I will be back on my feet playing with my son one day. And that's what motivates me, and that's what's given me a purpose, is Wings for Life. It's not being able to walk again, but it's what I can do with that walking and what I can show people. And that just sort of ties in with the beauty of a disaster and what comes from it. Once the smoke clears, there's really something beautiful underneath all that.
They told me that I vanished. They told me that I had it. They told me that I'm gone. I told them don't panic. When you've done it this long, and you've seen magic, and you know it won't kill you, even when the whole world doubts it. This is my moment. They can't take my talent. They can't take my stripes. They can't erase my hours. I'm from the underground, anything above ground is a mountain. I'm done trying to impress anybody but the heavens where I'm headed. You don't get to hold on to your flowers. I am in my zone, eyes on the throne. 20K deep, better pull out your phones. Turning the arena to believers every time I hit the ceiling. Ain't nobody ever touching my show. Look at where we started, look at where we got to. Almost OD that night in the hospital. Wasn't gonna die, more life in the arsenal. Got another shot to pull off the impossible.
There's no need to cry for me, I'm a fighter. Fighter, you can't take my voice from me. I will rise up, rise up. So what are you waiting on? I ain't ready to die yet. The pain is where faith is born. Are you alive yet? Are you alive yet? Are you alive?
Grave, what quote will be etched in? Never played the game to be a contestant. Never joined the league to ride bitches. The winds hit different when they don't expect.